Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Whiskey and Crypto with Cam. And today I'm using some new software, StreamYard, and so I'm going to try that out. You'll see the little powered by StreamYard logo up there. That's because I'm just trying it for the first time today. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, the big news is that SafeTrade 2.0 is being launched. The migration should be occurring anytime now. We're a little bit behind schedule on that because we did say it was going to happen a couple hours ago, but coding always brings up small little things, and that's what actually, not just coding, Linux, I love it and I hate it. I have my love-hate relationship with Ubuntu and just about every other distribution that I've tried. All of these little thumb drives all have different ones. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked here, because what we're going to talk about is SafeTrade 2.0. We had a great video meeting today. That's part of the reason I'm motivated to try StreamYard right now. We used Zoom, and I think probably went straight to YouTube, but I wanted to try something that would give me a little bit more flexibility. Lucas was in charge of the last one, and I really appreciate how good he is with audiovisual stuff, but I also want to try to do stuff on my own. So today that occurred, and we had some great guests. We had developers, Draith from Pirate Coin. We had Matt from Yada Coin, John from Pigeon Coin, and Jason from Arrow Coin. So we had a lot of great talent there, and that opportunity for each of those projects, who are all imminently going to be listed or are already listed in the case of Pigeon Coin. So I want to go over some of that stuff, and then of course, just as I'm getting ready to do this, breaking news, CryptoBridge is shutting down. So as a matter of fact, right now we can go to CryptoBridge website, and that is right now, Sunday, December 1st, CryptoBridge important notice. All deposits will be closed after December 3rd, and they are going to terminate all services and servers December 15, 23:59 GMT. So what does that mean? Well, what I think that means is a great opportunity for the timing for SafeTrade 2.0. I think this is something that will allow a quick growth, because this new server has the ability, and the software have the ability to handle a lot more users, handle a lot more listings. So I hope that we'll see some growth coming out of this, out of the demise of CryptoBridge. I, for one, am not a person that is going to cheer for any kind of cryptocurrency failure. But with that said, I was not a fan of CryptoBridge for a couple of reasons. And they had some transaction issues with some projects. And a matter of fact, we talked about it in the live stream today with Draith from Pirate. I think it was just a quick mention, but CryptoBridge had problems for them. So, or caused problems for them because they couldn't handle the Z address transactions and withdrawals. That's kind of what I want to go over first now, I guess. And we'll start with Pirate Coin. Draith was there, and he asked for things that would be important to Pirate. And what I'm going to do real quick here is they also have their website there, the exchanges that they're on currently, and that is AltLily, AltsBit, which used to be DigitalOcean, yeah, Digital Price. Yikes, DigitalOcean is the VPS server. Cytex, GraviX, TradeOgre. They just won the vote for SafeTrade, so they'll be listed soon on SafeTrade, and I hope that SafeTrade can become one of their most useful and best exchanges. So looking forward to working with Pirate. They have an all private chain, And that's what kind of adds to some of the complexity with the exchanges, because they have to have Z addresses coming into the exchange and out of the exchange. So the exchange has to be technically proficient in order to handle the Z addresses, because that's not the typical way that an exchange would handle deposits and withdrawals. And so that was Draith's big point, is that he wanted an exchange that would be quick to deal with updates or changes, problems, anything like that. I thought that was very fair. The next person that we had was Matt with Yada Coin. And Yada Coin is a newer project. They have a lot of custom code. I actually hadn't looked much into it, except for we're going to give it away for one of my trivia nights, and it didn't work out because there's still some wallet issues for me, and ultimately, big picture, that was a while ago, and they've got some great plans for the future. I thought Matt brought up an excellent point, which is that a lot of times an exchange, this may or may not be fair, and I think he even said that, an exchange frequently really reflects upon the project. So I would even say that's, again, going back to Crypto Bridge for Pirate. I remember seeing stuff all the time in the Pirate Discord, people being mad at Pirate and those developers for Crypto Bridge being unable to process withdrawals or taking hours and hours and hours. And so I think Matt's point was very valid, and I think that's something too that Jeff and the SafeCoin and SafeTrade team can really actually add to that experience. I think SafeTrade has a really good reputation for being fast to respond to problems and helpful and stuff. We also heard from John from Pigeon Coin, and Pigeon Coin is an interesting project as well. Let's see here, I'll make that a little bit bigger for you. The pigeoncoin.org has a little bit of information about what they're about. They pioneered the X16S algorithm to be more ASIC resistant, and they've got wallets for different platforms. They're on Crypto Bridge, but not anymore. SafeTrade, SwiftX, and Hotbit. So, John really had some appropriate questions about KYC, and KYC may or may not be what led to the demise of Crypto Bridge. And KYC, know your customer, AML, anti-money laundering. Those regulations are in place allegedly to stop money laundering and stuff like that. But a lot of times I think people really see that as an intrusion from the government. It's going too far. It's not necessary. And one of the things about SafeTrade being licensed in Canada gives Jeff a little bit of leeway. As long as he lists projects that are not considered a security and won't be considered a security, then that gives him the ability to not have KYC. And so that's actually something that's important to SafeTrade, SafeCoin as well. And I really see that as being something that will be a priority, and Jeff said it would be a priority, and I think that matches well with John from Pigeon Coin, what he wants to see in the future. He did ask a pretty blunt question: would SafeTrade move? And Jeff didn't give an exact answer because we can't predict the future, and you can't always say what you will or won't do depending on what happens. We have talked about different locations, but Jeff has a pretty good feeling about Canada and its future with cryptocurrencies. Then the next person was Jason from ArrowCoin. So ArrowCoin is actually kind of a clone of Pirate Coin. And I don't remember if they cloned Pirate exactly or if it was just a Zcash clone when the initial code came out. But it's also a same concept. It's truly private because all of the transactions will be to Z addresses other than the initial mining when it first mines, it goes to a transparent address, but then has to be sent to a Z address after that. And they use the Equihash heavy algorithm so that it's ASIC resistant. That's probably the primary difference between the end goal of Arrow versus Pirate. So Pirate uses Equihash, which is mineable with ASICs, and it's the same algorithm that Komodo uses, because Pirate is a asset chain. I have to think about that, of Komodo. So they actually have DPoW, distributed proof of work. So they should be protected against 51% attacks based on the KMD chain. Although that's a good question. We should ask Draith. Maybe he can do a live stream with me someday. Anyway, so those were the things we had talking about those developers and those projects with SafeTrade. And so that was pretty exciting stuff. If you guys don't want to watch the whole thing, I kind of just gave you a little recap of the meeting, because it was almost an hour long, but it's actually worth watching. And, you know, it was really neat to be able to put a face to everybody. I think that's been something that's benefited SafeCoin, is having the faces available to people. They know who we are, and those other projects are doing the same thing. So I think that's great. So that brings us to the other thing right here is CryptoBridge closing. I'd love to see some comments. Where you guys, what projects are on CryptoBridge that are going to need a new home, another exchange? How many projects that might have been their only exchange? That would be, you know, a pretty devastating blow. And boy, I'd love to get some other projects also that have been burned by CryptoBridge. I think Denarius was pretty well burned by CryptoBridge. Pirate Coin burned by CryptoBridge. It seems like I remember some others that I've been, you know, on the periphery of. And so anybody add in those comments for that. And then put in things you want to see on the next live stream. I probably should have done this as a live stream, but because I was testing out StreamYard, I just kind of want to see how that goes. So I think I'll leave it at that, and we will talk about more crypto stuff in the near future, and maybe a little bit of whiskey. That's not for now. I'm in my office here, you can see. So got the Mac over here, and I'm working on Ubuntu and the other screen over there. So I don't want to drink the whiskey up here, because I might get crazy and buy or sell something I shouldn't. So you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure that you hit the alerts so that you'll know if I'm going to go on a live stream. And if you have any other questions, thoughts, feedback on StreamYard and how this stream looked, let me know. Talk to you later.